Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel, Son of a Gun Gourmet. In this video, I'm going to show you how I prepared this amazing Wagyu Tomahawk steak dish. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let's start cooking. To kick things off, I'll mise and assemble the chimichurri compound butter. Pick a quarter bunch of oregano, which should add up to 2 tablespoons once it's chopped. Next, pick a quarter bunch of parsley, which should be around a cup. Now finely chop your herbs. You really want to go to town on them. Parsley and oregano are 2 herbs you'll always find in a chimichurri sauce. It's a sauce used mostly for red meats and it's traditional to Argentina. But today we're going to go a little bit outside the box and take that classic sauce and turn it into a compound butter. After that, add the zest of 1 lemon. Once you've added the lemon, peel 4 to 6 garlic cloves depending on their size. Mince them and add them to the mix. I use a rasp to get it super fine, but a knife will also do the trick. And this butter is great for more than just this steak dish. The flavors pair beautifully with seafood like shrimp and scallops, and it even works with something like grilled corn on the cob. Now large dice half a cup of cold butter. Add the butter to a stand mixer with the paddle attachment. Start the mixer on low speed and gradually work all the way up to the highest. You want to mix the butter on high speed until it gets white and fluffy. Once it does, add a teaspoon of kosher salt, followed by a 1/4 teaspoon of red chili flakes and a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. Once those are mixed in well, add the rest of the ingredients. To make sure everything gets really well incorporated, I make sure to mix the herbs in on high speed and then scrape down the sides of the bowl and give it one final mix. If you don't do this, it might come out a little uneven. You'll have parts that are just whipped butter. To roll the butter out, lay it out in a flat line on a piece of saran wrap and shape it into a cylinder like you see me doing here. Once you're happy with the shape, pinch both ends and then roll it along the table until it's tight. And an extra step I do to make sure that it turns out perfectly is get rid of any air pockets trapped inside the roll with a knife or a toothpick, then wrap it up in an extra piece of plastic wrap. Let it firm up in the fridge for at least 2 hours before you plan to use it. While we're waiting for the butter to chill, we'll take the Wagyu out, season it, and bring it up to room temperature. And while we're waiting on everything else, we'll braise our red cabbage. Cut the cabbage into short, broad strips so they maintain their texture after being braised. In a large pan, heat up about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And once it's hot, add 1 tablespoon of caraway seeds. Toast them in the pan until they start to pop, then add the red cabbage. Once the pan comes back up to temp, add a pinch of salt, give it a little toss, then put in 2/3 of a cup of balsamic vinegar. Partially cover the pan and let it cook out. While that's working, I'm going to preheat the oven to 500 for the steak. When the purple cabbage gets tender, take the lid off and let it cook on medium-high heat. Stir it occasionally to make sure nothing's sticking to the bottom of the pan and let it go until the balsamic evaporates. And now that that's done, it's time for the real fun to begin. Heat up a cast iron pan with a good amount of oil until it's smoking hot. Next, lay your steak down and let it get a good sear. You want to get a good even sear on all sides because this is a cut with a lot of fat, and it's Wagyu, so it's got even more. So once we have our sear coming along nicely, we'll just amp it up with a nice butter baste. Add a knob of butter, some sprigs of thyme, and some crushed garlic. I go over this butter basting technique in further detail in one of my previous videos, how to pan sear a steak, and I'll leave the link for that in the description below. Now this steak is too thick to cook all the way through on the stove, so once I'm happy with the sear, I'm going to pop it in the oven and cook it to rare. And once I'm happy with the doneness, I'm going to let it rest out for about 15 minutes. But while we're waiting to cut into it, we'll slice our butter so it's a little softened and will melt beautifully on the steak once it's ready. If you've never had Wagyu before, it's incredibly tender, the meat will just melt in your mouth, and it's very flavorful. A perfect protein to pick for a special occasion. Just lay the compound butter on it and let it melt naturally. And the acidity of the braised red cabbage will cut through the richness of the steak and butter perfectly. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and keep on cooking.